may be eligible for more compensation for a failing CPAP machine. In order to get a CPAP machine, you have to be diagnosed with sleep apnea. In order to be diagnosed with sleep apnea, you have to have 4 to 5 missed breaths per minute or hour, whatever one it is, or greater. 4 to 5 or greater. And you have sleep apnea. Then you can get the CPAP machine, and if that's faulty, you get a compensation claim on top of a compensation claim. Isn't that great? Except if you're me. Then you can take a home sleep apnea study and get it misinterpreted by Indira, who says you only have snoring. But don't worry, that test was done on November 13th, 2017. When was my first reported thing for sleep apnea? I don't know exactly, but that's in 2012, right? When a VSR wrote a script to tell me my sleep problems are more likely related to anxiety and not a respiratory condition. And that's why it was denied then. Just because they didn't have the study done in 2012. So you get the study done at a sleep center 5 years later, and they tell you only have snoring problems, even though that says what? What is that number right there? 9.2. Man, it must be nice to get double compensated. Like these fucking people. They got compensated for having apnea and had a machine to help them, and then got compensated for the machine failing. I can't even get compensated for the sleep apnea. I can't even get a fair test. I can't even get a doctor, supposedly. A MD? Indira? I can't even get her to read the data on the test correctly to get the sleep apnea diagnosis. Man, if I could get 2 sets of compensation for one thing, that would be 2 good things at once. I can't even get 1 good thing at once, can I? Oh, here's my ID. Good thing they didn't just use my social in all their systems as my identification, right? Because a social security number is supposed to be a holy grail. Like here, see how it's the last 4 is only eligible? Glad they used the same HIPAA protections throughout the whole records, right? Anyway, must be nice to get 2 sets of compensation for one thing when I don't even get 1 set of compensation for one thing. And mind you, back at this time in 2012, when they're trying to blame my sleep apnea on what? Anxiety. I wasn't even rated it. It didn't even get acknowledged as a legit thing until April 18th, 2013. But in 2012, they're blaming it. Still, who's going to accept blame for the reason we're all gathered today? This error, who's going to accept blame for that? Is it going to be the Department of Veteran Affairs, or is it going to be the Veterans of Foreign War? Stay tuned, everybody. This is only day 100. Day 200, we pick right back up where we left off.